What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video, aka Tekken 8 Neutral for News Part 2. Real quick, before I get into this video, I want to make a couple of disclaimers. Maybe some misconceptions that need to be dispelled and kind of gotten rid of before we get into the actual video. Number one, let me just make something clear. I am not a Tekken professional. I am not a God of Destruction player. I'm not a Tekken King, Tekken God, any of that. My goal in these style of videos are to help out the people that are either just getting into Tekken or this is their first Tekken. This is the first Tekken that they put time into. These are for like the rookies and the noobs, quite like myself. These are videos that I hoped certain creators would have made, but a lot of your favorite Tekken creators are already at high levels. Tekken King, Tekken God, God of Destruction, even. And I don't see too many people doing videos talking about what they're learning in real time while they're going through it. So that is what this video is for. That is what this video is representing. It's not a quote unquote guide. I'm not calling it a guide. I'm just showing you what I learned, being that Tekken 8 is the first Tekken I've sat down and learned how to play. I played all the other Tekkens in past, and I was a Tekken casual until the end of Tekken 7, and now we're in Tekken 8, and I put in over 1,200 hours. I'm not perfect. In the last video, I did show me getting outplayed, but that was for a purpose, because the person I was playing has a better neutral game than me. But I have games in this video that I'll show where my neutral is very, very good. For that one person that wanted to comment and keep commenting, I am doing better with the thumbnails. The thumbnails are changing. The intro will be changing. So I do respect that type of critique. But for those who want to get into Tekken, yeah, man, this is a video for you, because it's a video that I would have wanted to make. Anyway, welcome back to another video, man. We are here working on neutral for noobs. I'm a noob. You're a noob if you're not into Tekken, but you want to get into Tekken. We are all noobs. We all start off as noobs. Anyway, the first thing that you want to think about is movement and how you actually move. So, for example, let's say that you're playing on a PlayStation controller, which I am playing on a PlayStation controller. Sometimes I'll use my DualSense Edge, or I do have an arcade stick that, as a matter of fact, let me show you guys the arcade. Okay, so this is my actual arcade stick. I believe it's the Drone Order 2. I have to take a picture of it and then put it in the description. It's a little dusty. I haven't used it in a little while. But this is the arcade stick. I mainly only use my arcade stick when I'm using something like Jin, because the wave dash is just much more. It's easier for me on arcade stick. It's weird. But for the most part, I use a PS5 controller. So if you're on a PS5 controller, you want to identify your movement. For Tekken specifically, you're probably going to be using the D-pad, because that's the more precise movement. You can use the analog stick, but a lot of times if you're trying to go up or trying to like sidestep into the background, you make it a jump animation. Or let's say that you're trying to back up, you make it a jump back animation. So I have Steve and Steve here because, in my opinion, Steve represents what neutral is in Tekken 8. Even though, you know, in season 2 Steve has some crazy moves, I think the other characters just have crazier moves. So movement, if you press up once, you'll do a slight sidestep into the background. If you press down once, you'll do a sidestep into the foreground. Up is left, back, sorry, up is you stepping left. Press down is you stepping right. You can tap it back. So if you're holding the controller right now, if you tap back once, if you tap left once, it's you going back. If you tap it twice, you'll backdash. If you tap it to the right, it's forward. If you tap it twice, you'll run if you have enough space. Well, you'll do a forward dash, but if you hold it, then you'll run. Right? Cool. You good? So if you see players doing this, they're trying to basically anticipate your moves. Okay? Steve is a very, very good grounded character, someone that you can, like, in my opinion, is someone that you can, like, pick up and play and kind of get used to very, very quick. Now, I'm going to start using some language, but I'm explaining the language as I go on. So, the way that they number the moves in the FGC, it goes by numbers. So if someone says do forward 2, right? Let's go forward 1, or let's go back 1 for Steve. So Steve's back 1, if you're on the left side, it's going to be left and square. It goes like this: square is 1, triangle is 2, X is 3, circle is 4. So when someone says forward 3 plus 4, it's X and circle at the same time if you're on controller. Same thing for forward 1 plus 2. It's square and triangle at the same time while pressing right. So for example, let's say if you do Steve's 1, just 1, it's a regular jab. Jabs are the fastest moves in Tekken. 9 times out of 10, or 10 times out of 10, they are highs. So, actually, let me turn on hit properties for this. I didn't want to turn anything on. This, see, it says high. Those are your 1s. If you now for Steve and other characters, you may have a 1-2, which for most people are double highs. Right? Now, your 2, just press 2 by itself. Let's see if we can get the player frame data. Now, if you pay attention to the bottom, for you guys, bottom left, you'll see attack startup frames, frame advantage, status, and the distance from the opponent. Your distance will always continue to change. But if you look at it, when you throw the first jab, it's attack startup frames are 10, which means it's a 10 startup frame. The frame advantage is 8, which means you can almost throw something right after. Steve's, the bigger advantage, the less someone can mash you out of it. At least that's the way that I understand it. I could be wrong. Please, and by all means, if you have more information, correct me down below. I don't mind being corrected. Now Steve's 2 takes longer to come out. As you can see, because his stance is left hand in front, right hand in the back, it's easier for him to just throw that left jab out. Versus the right jab has to come over the shoulder. Right? And that only leaves you plus 5, which means somebody, if I'm not mistaken, that's still safe, but it's not as safe as the 1. Right? Cool. So let's say you're doing like the regular movement, and then you just jab it. You feel me? So in my opinion, this is a good startup drill. Right? Let's say you practice your side step and jab. Jab. Feel me? Now, you have down forward moves. Down forward is simple. Or forward down. Down forward, forward down. Either way, whatever direction you're facing, so for example, if you're on the left side, you're gonna press right and down, and then just press 1. Really simple. These are very, very good moves that actually, in my opinion, they're better than jabs. because somebody will duck, right? Somebody will duck your move, and then you'll have to there's a chance that you'll get jabbed out of it. So let me see. Let's see if I can do something. Let's see if I can do something here. So boom. Right? Oh wait. I didn't do it right. Okay. Right? Alright, now watch. See? So watch. Now, if you caught that, he threw his jab. I tried to immediately swing back with a high, which is a move that can be ducked, which gave him the opening to immediately punish that. Right? So let's try it again. See? Versus, oh, that was crazy actually. Boom. Versus me using down forward 1, when he goes to duck, I can catch him, which will interrupt his flow. Watch. Oh no. See? Now, the back 1 is a high. However, I caught him on the come up. The back 1 is one of his faster moves. I'm gonna show you again. Hold on, see? Now, stop it. Now, certain moves are highs, certain moves are mids. It's up to you to go through this move list and look at the moves that you like. There are tons of moves, tons and tons of moves, right? Now, picking a character is something different that I'm gonna give you the best advice that I've always gotten, and I got it from a bunch of different people. I've gotten it from my homeboy Kev. I've gotten it from the homie Drew, Maximilian Dude, which I don't know, but I've seen him say it multiple times. Whatever character looks cool to you is the character that you want to pick. I personally am a Lars/Lydia main. I don't use Lydia as much anymore because she is not that great in Tekken 8. I use Lars. He's very good. For me, I'm a beginner, so I'm still figuring things out. But you want to learn what your character can do. So Steve has a Lionheart stance, which is up, back, and 3. So up, back, and 3. 3X. 3 is your X. Cool. Right? Now Steve can go into different sways and ducks because he's a boxer. Those ducks and sways come with your X and circle. For other characters, those might be kicks or different moves. 9 times 10 they are kicks. Punch, kick. Oh wait, y'all can't see that. I just did that and y'all couldn't see it. 1s and 2s, 99% of the time they're punches. 3s and 4s are kicks. Steve is the exception because he's a boxer. So his sway right is 4, his sway left is 3. If you sway 1, if you sway left 1, you'll get a punch, which you can press twice, and you'll get that move. However, if you sway left and press 1, you'll get a shoulder, which you can't press 1 twice with, but you can press 2. So let's say I sway right and go into Lionheart. Sway 1, 2, and he'll go right into Lionheart. Now, if I'm not mistaken, okay, yeah. So let's say you sway right, shoulder, hit, and you hold back, he won't go into Lionheart. That was a big thing in season 1 where he constantly went into Lionheart stance, right? Cool. But now you can avoid going into Lionheart stance. So let's, I think one of his moves that takes him into Lionheart is up back 2, which is a high, which you can duck. So for example, let's say, oh, wait, do it again. Yeah, I don't know, he's getting tagged. Do it again. Alright, he getting tagged, I'm sorry. Anyway, he getting tagged. But look, yeah, Steve's up back up back two. Sorry, up back two. Matter of fact, to make this easier, to make this a little bit easier on you guys, so that I'm not constantly tripping. Let's go to command history. Let's put that on this way. Okay. Up back two is a high. Oh, it can be ducked, but he goes right into line hard. Now, let's say you do that and then you hold back. Do that, you hold back. Oops. Do that, hold back. He does not go into line hard. You hold back. But trust me, it's gonna take some finger movement. It's gonna take you moving your fingers a little bit. You feel me? Now, if you duck, let's say you duck, you have wild standing move. Tekken is a technical game. You gotta have tech to play Tekken. So combos, which if you guys like to learn combos with certain characters, let me know and I'll do my best. See? You have certain moves that do that. Steve is a very good startup character, but neutral, first thing you want to learn is movement. Learn movement. Learn what the character can do. And sometimes you might want to just go into practice and just start pressing buttons. And it's nothing wrong with you doing that. Just learn what works for you. You feel me? Just learn what works for you and what character you like using. There's some characters that are slower than others. There's some characters that fight better than others. It just depends on your playstyle. If you're the kind of person that likes to box, then Steve is the character for you. If you're the type of person that likes Taekwondo, then I have a character for you. Horong is the best character.
Get ready for the next
if you just
battle.
Like to kick people. Like if you are the type of person that likes to kick, then you know that's for you. You feel me? His main thing is kicks. You feel me? Yeah, I cannot do the flag kicks from this side. Oh snap. Yeah. So I think on the see, I'm terrible on this side. On my left side, which is probably what I need to do. Anyway, the point is that you want to learn what makes your character tick, right? So sometimes it's kicks. Everybody has a different launcher. Everybody has a different move set. You want to find the character that looks cool to you and use that character. One of my favorite things about Lars, if I can go to him real quick. Yeah, Lars not real quick. One thing I like about Lars is I like his combos. So Lars, you feel me? Like Lars has great combos. That was 81 damage combo to all this. Oh. You feel me? Like Lars to me is one of the most fun characters to use. But let me show you guys some footage of me actually doing pretty well. Damn. 305, goddamn. Whatchamacallit? I lost a lot in the last couple times. Real this victim. Damn, look at these losses, bro. That shit's sad.
Get ready for the next battle.
This is a match that I had against an Asuka player, and I just want you guys to see how I played this neutral. Asuka is very, very good in the neutral. Shout out to the fit. Shout out to LG Mob. I definitely took the fit. I'm not gonna lie. But Asuka's very good. Real quick, my plan was to make sure that Asuka didn't get her counter hit off. So as you can see, I'm getting very patient. I'm trying not to get too close because I don't want to get canned, and I'm trying not to match. I'm trying to match less. But I'm keeping my distance because Lars can get in and out. Now, granted, I get hit with certain things, but so far so good. I'm playing patient. This is a very big thing for me. This is a very big thing for me. So watch. After I get this knockdown, blocking that low has always been a thing for me because I never know when it's coming. But what I do is I tend to look at the person that I'm fighting. And I know that sounds like common eyes, but you'd be surprised how many people look at their characters and look straight in the middle, or they look at the person they're fighting. They look somewhere on the screen that helps them focus. I started to look at my opponent. So being able to block that is very, very big. Also, moves like this, Asuka's can hits low first, and then I believe it hits mid. But right now I'm staying on her. I play great neutral. I take it down because I realize that my moves are plus, and now this old me would have tried to rush something. But what I've learned with Lars is after you do the down back 1+3, you can cancel the stance and then get into block and block. So that's what I did. I blocked because she was trying to can. But I'm playing very, very patient because I don't want to get blown up. That move that I did, that punch move is very unsafe, which means that if the move is unsafe and negative, they can punish it. I don't touch the grab, and I need to know that I can duck any moves, but I don't get blown up for it. They get blown up for it. Boom. Kick, stance. I like Lars because he's cool. Like, she catches me with her own arc blast type move, and I don't think that they meant to do that. But either way, I gotta take him out. So these are 2 rounds of me using my neutral grip. Not trying to rush, because as you see, look at this whole sequence. That's them pressing buttons. Oh my. This counter was very good. It's very rare. It's very rare that I get this counter. So I wait. And because most people like to mash after the block stance 1, I go right in the counter mode. Now this is me using moves that I could use in neutral, but there's a combo tool. Again, as you explore your character, you will find combo routes that you like, combo routes that are unconventional. I got too greedy right here, and she counters me with a very good combo, deep gauge, put it around, and gets a 2-parter, 70% damage, that stuff. So look, I don't rush, but I don't get countered. And I hit her with a down 2 to keep her on the ground before she gets up. She can't roll. So down 2. That was a very good showing for me.